It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And here we go. One in the books, one yet to go. Van Far is in. Will Clopton join them? The MSHSAA Class 2 ladies quarterfinal getting ready to begin here in about 12 minutes between a very disappointed already Cairo side as they lost their boys, and now the girls will take on Clopton here in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal. The Lady Bearcats average 59.2 points per game, outscored their opponents almost 1,600 to 1,000 this season. 9-game winning streak, but they lost to Clopton here in Moberly for the holiday shootout, 46-45 back on December 28th. In that game, KK led the way with 14 points, 13 points for Jillian Lockard, 8 for Kaylin Lockard, and then 6 each for Kerrigan and Megan Harrelson in that ball game. The Hawks have won both of the previous meetings in the history of these two schools, ending the Lady Bearcats season in 2015. Clopton has won 8 games in a row. Their longest streak is 11 straight games from December 28th. That would be that game against Cairo to January 31st. A state title would equal that streak. So 3 more wins, and they'd get to that mark, their longest streak of the season. We'll take a break, come back with more here from Moberly Area Community College, the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinals. Clopton and Cairo coming up on TribCast.
Good luck to the Van Far Indians and Lady Indians in this week's tournament games. The Van Far Boosters support our hard-working athletes and encourage everyone to visit with any Booster Club member to see how you could become a member yourself. Van Far High School athletes are enjoying an unbelievable run of success, and the Van Far Boosters have been there every step of the way. See you at the tournament. Best wishes to the Indians and Lady Indians from your Van Far Indians Booster Club.
TribCast coverage of the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinals on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Gentle Healthy Smiles in Mexico and Vandalia, Magruder Limestone Company, Vandalia Florist, by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Perkins Electrical and Plumbing Supply, Barnett's Landscaping in Vandalia, Meyer Implement Company, and by Rawls County Mutual Insurance. More quarterfinal basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com. So Van Far is in. A return trip to the Show Me Showdown. Will Clopton join them? We'll find out here over the next hour and a half or so as they take on the Cairo Lady Bearcats here in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal. What else can you say about Coach Devin Street and the Clopton Hawks this season? They have been absolutely fantastic to this point. Sporting now a record of 25-3 on the season, taking on the 23-4 Cairo Lady Bobcats. And boy, it has just been fun. It has been dominant, and just another Clopton Hawks girls basketball season here in the 2018-19 campaign, as they've been very good and defeated a former Clopton Hawk in the last round. That nice victory over Knox County on Wednesday up at Hannibal High School, and really just showed that if you clamp down on Kaylin Lockard down low and close that middle, they can take it out and still shoot very well to win a basketball game. Whatever you throw at them, it seems like Clopton has the answer. And it's been play like Jillian Lockard, 17 points per game this season in 25 starts. Unbelievable. 14 per game for Caitlin Coons, KK. Another fantastic season. Hit the 1,000 career point mark very early in the season. Jillian did it in the district tournament. Kaylin Lockard just over 10 points per game, and Kerrigan Lockard over that 7-point mark. And then you get secondary scoring like Megan Harrelson off the bench with almost 4.5 points per game. Taylor Akers, boy, she's had some big moments. She's right around 4 points per game this season as well. We'll take a quick break, come back with your starting lineups after this. It's the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame here on the peoplestribune.com.
This postseason has been full of big-time thrills, and the Vandalia Dairy Queen hopes that there are more in store. Stop into Dairy Queen and try the new fish sandwich. Delicious. And the Dairy Queen shrimp baskets are back too. Breakfast is served daily until 10 a.m. Everyone at Vandalia Dairy Queen Grill and Chill is rooting for the Indians in state play. Good luck and best wishes. Dairy Queen in Vandalia, 810 West Highway 54. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Welcome back to Mowerly Area Community College. Getting ready for the MSHSAA Class 2 Ladies quarterfinals as the Clopton Hawks take on the Cairo Bearcats. Cairo out of District 7, Clopton out of District 5, just as Van Far was, and the Bearcats were for the last game. All right, let's take a look at tonight's Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. See all the services they offer at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. For the road team on the scoreboard, the Cairo Lady Bearcats are 23-4 and coached by Brian Winkler. They'll start a senior at 5'6", number 10, Courtney Canote. Senior at 5'9", number 24, Mackenzie Dubert gets the start tonight. 5'5" junior, number 32, Riley Eberhardt in the starting five, as well as a 5'6" senior, number 42, Keegan Ryan. And rounding out the starting five is number 55, a 6' senior, Kayla Kester. So again, for the Lady Bearcats, it's Canote, Dubert, Eberhardt, Ryan, and Kester. And for the Clopton Lady Hawks, 25-3 on the season, coached by Devin Streed. They'll start a 5'2" sophomore, number 11, Taylor Akers. 5'5" senior in the starting five, number 15, Caitlin Kuntz. Number 24, a 5'8" senior, Jillian Lockard gets the start tonight. 5'8" sophomore, number 35, Kerrigan Lockard. And number 42, a 5'10" senior, Kaylin Lockard. So again, for the Hawks, it's Akers, Kuntz, Lockard. And those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineup. See all the services they offer at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. Our Lacrosse Lumber Company opening tip is just minutes away. The captains and coaches meeting with the officials at center court in front of the scorers table. And we've got basketball coming up in less than 4 minutes here on TribCast. From Moberly Area Community College, this is the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal. Clopton and Cairo still to come on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors. The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, new and used equipment, parts and service, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Getting ready for introductions on the floor. Clopton in their home whites, trimmed in black and red, and Cairo in their road blacks, just as the boys were trimmed in pale gold. And getting ready, they'll go one starter one way, one starter the other way. Back and forth. So we'll keep the camera on that. Come back with your opening tip next on TribCast. TribCast coverage of the MSHSAA Class II quarterfinals is brought to you in part by County Market of Vandalia, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Spare Time Bowl and Grill, Airco Travel Centers, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Ingram Plumbing, Central Bank of Audrain County, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and by PJ's Salon. More basketball is coming up, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local La Crosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Winding down our introductions, a couple more for each side. Kerrigan Lockard introduced to this big crowd. Some folks sticking around after the Van Far win. But Clopton has traveled very well for this one, and Cairo, of course, all staying around because they played in the men's quarterfinal. Van Far defeating Cairo to advance to the Final Four. I think 42 was the final on that one. Yeah, it just happened a couple of minutes ago. All right, time for opening tip, brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. And for the Lady Bearcats, or Lady Cats as they say on their jersey, it's Kester jumping against Carrion Lockard. And our La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip is won by the Bearcats. So the Lady Cats with it, and they get it back to number 32, Riley Eberhardt. Eberhardt to the far side as they try and set the offense to number 24, Mackenzie Dubert. Dubert to the near side for Canote. Now for Eberhardt. Eberhardt into the near corner. Three is short. Rebound is out of bounds, and last touch by the shooter. So it'll go back to the Hawks. To the Hawks for the first time with 7:36 remaining in the opening quarter. And Clopton looking to grab an early lead in this one. Don't know if we'll have a Trey Miller type performance with 17 points in the first quarter. That would be nice for Clopton. Turnaround shot, and that's good. Kaylin Lockard gets the first 2 points. Now a steal. Akers off the glass. No. Rebound tipped up. Jillian, no. And the rebound this time taken by number 32, Riley Eberhardt. They go all the way to the hoop. No. No good off the glass. But Cairo keeps possession. Here's a three. Top of the key. That's in and out. And the rebound picked up by Jill. Lockard hands it off for Kuntz, and here we come. 6:42 to go. 2-0 ball game. Couple of empty possessions for the Lady Cats to open the ball game. Here's a three for KK, and it misses everything. And the rebound picked up by number 24, Mackenzie Dubert. Clopton defense back quickly. Bounce pass in. Here's Kester. No, but a foul will send Kayla to the line to try and tie this ball game. The foul will go against Kaylin Lockard, her first, team's first. So she's got both the points and a foul. And Kester makes the first, and it's a 1-point game. 2-1 here in the early going. Actually, nearly 2 minutes gone here in the first. Second shot is good as well. We're all tied up. Here's KK across the line. Caitlin Kuntz to the near side for Jillian Lockard. Jill gives it to Kaylin Lockard, and she traveled. Shot was no good, and into the ball game, Tegan Bartolacci. Over to the far side, they get it for Keegan Ryan. Ball stolen across the paint, over to Jillian Lockard, who puts it in. Jill, her first 2 points. More pressure coming from Clopton, and a timeout taken by the Cairo Lady Cats. 4-2, Clopton leads here. 5:52 remaining in the first quarter from the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal on TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
So already forced to burn a timeout because of that full court pressure. Cairo will inbound underneath the basket. 5:52 left here in the first quarter. Lockard pressures the passer. They get it in. Long pass ahead. They get it across the line. Into the offensive end and knocked away. It's going to stay with the Bearcats with 5:45 to go. They get it into Kester. Her shot no good, and the rebound picked up by Kaylin Lockard. Ahead to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz puts on the brakes. Let's both sides set up. To the far side for Taylor Akers. Akers to Kaylin Lockard. Now for Kerrigan Lockard. Shot wasn't there. The pass was deep. Get it to Taylor Akers.
Back to Jillian Lockard to the near side for KK. Now for Kaylin Lockard from in front of the free throw line. Her shot's no good, and the rebound picked up by the Lady Cats and Tegan Bartolacci. Bartolacci with it for a three, and that's short. And the rebound goes out of bounds back to the Clopton Hawks. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Maybe a 2-point game, but it seems like Clopton is starting to really put their game plan into practice. Here's Akers. Back to Jillian Lockard. For KK, the three. That one just off the mark, and the rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Bearcats ball with 4:43 to play in the quarter. Sometimes these open gyms mess with the sight lines a little bit. That one was close for KK. And here they come back the other way. Shot off the glass is good. Number 24, Mackenzie Dubert, with her first 2 points. Ties the game at 4. 4-4 ball game. 4:25 to go. Here's Jillian Lockard. They switch off. Here's Akers back to KK. Lob pass for Kerrigan Lockard. She works to the hoop. No. Rebound to Kaylin Lockard. Her putback off the glass is no good, and Jill will track it down in the near corner. Back up top. Here's Akers for 3. That's no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul against Kerrigan Lockard, her first, team second. Fouls are 2-0. With it on the baseline, and they get it to the far side, almost a travel. Dubert across the line. They'll set the offense. Mackenzie Dubert. Over to the far side for Bartolacci. Bartolacci back up top. Here's a long three, may have been partially tipped. Follows the rebound, and that shot's no good. Another putback, no. And KK takes it away, but it's out of bounds. It's going to stay with Cairo with 3:35 to go in a tie game. Winner will play in the semifinals at 6:20 p.m. on Friday, March 8th against either Thayer or Oran. Thayer 27-3, Oran 22-6. So the near side, here's Bartolacci. Long pass to Kester, and it's taken away by Kaylin Lockard. Over to Jillian now for Caitlin Kuntz. Courtney Canote getting ready to check back in. Trying to feed it down low, and it's rejected back to the Bearcats over to the far side. Ball lost and taken away by Kuntz. Caitlin gets across the line and resets for the Hawks. Over to the far side, here's Megan Harrelson. Harrelson back up top for Jillian Lockard. Jill to the near side for KK. Here's Jillian for 3. Top of the key and good. Jillian Lockard with a tray. She's got 5. And more pressure. And a timeout taken. Second time that Clopton has forced a timeout here in the opening quarter. 2:43 to play in the first. It's 7-4 Hawks on TribCast.
Sending the Vanpar Indians best wishes for a successful postseason during their quest for back-to-back state championships from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. Give Jay a call at 573-473-0788 for all your seed needs this spring. That number again is 573-473-0788. Good luck, Indians, from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. We are Vanpar.
7-4 in favor of the Hawks. They have forced the Lady Cats to burn 2 timeouts already here in the first quarter. Now we're going to have a foul on Kuntz. Her first, team's third. And back into the ball game, Bartolacci
replacing Riley Eberhardt. Seven to 4, Clopton leads. Within the backcourt is Keegan Ryan. Ryan, Clopton pulls off the pressure a little bit as they cross the line. She'll pop it from the baseline. That shot no good. Rebound tipped around. Harrelson had it momentarily, and it's picked up by Megan Harrelson. Very close to a tie-up, and she'll get it back to Jillian Locker. Now for Caitlin Kuntz. Hawks up by 3. Kick it down low. Shot high off the glass and good. Marge Garrett, her first 2. Almost a steal by Marge. They get it down low. Shot off the glass. No good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on KK. That one was close. Her second, team's 4th. They get it in. Bartolacci, her shot blocked. Kerrigan comes away with it. Back to Jillian Lockard as they had to sub out Caitlin Kuntz after picking up her second foul. Here's Taylor Akers on the near point. Akers to Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard blocked. Yep, there's a travel. Bartolacci. And she'll come out of the ball game, replaced by Riley Eberhardt. Garrett, nice job for Marge coming in there. Now, Kaylin Lockard back in. Harrelson hits the bottom of the backboard, and the pass taken away. To the near side, number 24, Mackenzie Dubert. Dubert going to just take the 3 off the glass and in. Mackenzie Dubert makes it a 2-point game. She's got 5 points. Back to the near side for Jill. Lockard steps inside 3, gives it to Kaylin Lockard. Ball fake, gives it back to Jill. To the top for Taylor Akers. She thought about 3. Gives it over to the far side for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson into the corner for Kaylin Lockard. Back up top for Jill. Jillian Lockard. Over to the far side for Megan Harrelson. Akers. Now Jill again. Trying to beat Cairo to the baseline. Gets it back to Akers. Long 2 is good. Taylor Akers. 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. They get it across the line to Eberhardt. Ball goes to the floor. That should be a travel. We're going to call a foul instead on Taylor Akers. How many feet are you allowed to slide before it's a travel? Bartolacci and Marge Garrett come back in. And Garrett will get in front of Bartolacci. They get the inbound to Kester. Shot from the far side off the glass, and oh my goodness, how did that one go down? Ryan makes it a 2-point game. Over to the far side, here's Harrelson for 3. It's short. Rebound, Kerrigan Lockard back to Taylor Akers. Now to Jillian. Jill over to Megan Harrelson on the far point. Gets it to Kerrigan. Kerrigan back to Taylor Akers. Ball fake. Gets it back to Jill. Pass was tipped. Lockard got it anyway for the 3. Well off the mark, and the rebound is taken away. And we played a quarter here from the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinals. 11-9, Clopton leads by 2 over the Cairo Lady Cats. Back with the second after this on TribCast.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Louisiana Bowling Green and Clopton schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries, as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Clopton ball to start the second quarter. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Hatch-Grown DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Taylor Akers with 2 points. Marge Garrett with 2 points. Caitlin Lockard with 2 points. Jillian Lockard with 5 points. Caitlin Coons picked up 2 fouls in that first quarter, but she's back in the ball game. Here's Akers with it. We'll get you Cairo scoring as we go along. KK. Back to Jillian Lockard at the point. Now to Caitlin over to the far side. Taylor Akers back to Jill. Jill gets it to Caitlin Lockard on the near side. Shot no good, but a foul will send Caitlin Lockard to the free throw line looking for 2 points. 5 points for Mackenzie Dubert, 2 points for Keegan Ryan, 2 points for Kayla Kester. That's all the scoring so far for the Lady Cats of Cairo. That was the first foul against Cairo, and the first shot goes in. Back to a 3-point lead at 12-9. And the second for Lockard is up and good. 13-9 is the Hawk lead. Almost a steal as they're trying to speed up their move across the line now. Here's Kester. Spelled like Custer in our area, almost a travel. Ball goes to the floor. And they'll pull back. Looking back to her coach is Eberhardt. Over to the far side for Dubert. Dubert gives it to Kester to the near side. Here's Bartolacci for 3, and it's good. Her first 3 points tonight. Makes it a 1-point game with 6:55 to play in the first half. Over to the far side, Taylor Akers. Gives it to Jill up top. Jillian Lockard to the near side for Caitlin Coons. Coons gives it to Caitlin Lockard over to the far side. Taylor Akers, ball fake, gives it back to Jill. KK over to the far side for Taylor Akers. Jillian Lockard with it. Back to KK. She'll try the 3 from the top of the key. It's short. And the rebound picked up by Bartolacci. Bartolacci takes it on up with a pass to Ryan. And Coach Winkler calls out Wisconsin. Ball goes to the floor, and it's taken away by Jillian Lockard. Across to Caitlin Coons. Coons to the hoop. No, but a foul. Going to be whistled on Riley Eberhardt, her first, team second. KK goes to the line. Still looking for her first point tonight. First shot is good. So Canote comes back in. And the second shot for KK is no good. The rebound picked up by Kester. Across the line, Bartolacci. Gives it back to Keegan Ryan. Now to Kester to the near side for Bartolacci. Kerrigan Lockard all over her. Now they call out Texas. That shot off the glass, no good. Kaylin Lockard the rebound. I don't think Ryan believes she was that open. There's Jillian Lockard back to KK. Back to Jill. Pass tipped. They get it across. Kerrigan Lockard, and they'll reset. Taylor Akers back for Kaylin Lockard. That shot rims out. Kester the rebound. Ahead for Dubert. Dubert across the line. 5:18 to go in the half. Almost a travel on Ryan as she accepted that pass. Back to Dubert. Now for Kester. Pass rejected by Kaylin Lockard. Ahead and almost taken away. Bounce pass over to the far side and a timeout taken by Clopton. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter, and the Hawks still up by 2 on Cairo here in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal on TribCast.
TribCast coverage of the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinals on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Family Drug in Louisiana, Penrod Real Estate, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, County Market in Louisiana. American Family Insurance Agent Rusty Strother in Vandalia. By Calvin's Restaurant in Eolia. Martin General Contractors of Eolia. Kuda's Auto Repair. And Denise Leverett of RP Land Company. More quarterfinal basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Locker to Harrelson to the near side for Kuntz. Caitlin Kuntz back to Megan Harrelson on the far side. Looks like she might drive, give it back to KK. To Harrelson. Down to 4.5 to go. Pass almost taken away, and a double dribble called on Megan Harrelson. Ooh. Turnover gives it back to the Lady Cats, and checking out as Knotes. Back in is Keegan Ryan. But it'll be Mackenzie Dubert inbounding to Ryan in the backcourt for Cairo. With it is Dubert. Long pass for Kester. Kester over to the far side. For Dubert again. Dubert gets a pick from Kester. The shot is blocked and out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Cats, trailing Clopton by 2. Clopton has never trailed in this game. That shot no good. Rebound goes to the floor. We're going to have a foul against the Hawks. And it's on Jillian Lockhart. Her first, team's 6th. So the next one will be a 1-1. Harrelson comes out. Taylor Akers back in. And the inbound will be right there to Kester. Over to the far side for Ryan. Her shot's no good. That one goes off of Jillian Lockhart. Off the side of her head, I think, out of bounds. And it'll stay with Cairo with 3:55 to go in the first half. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime coming up. They get it in right into a triple team. And we're going to have another foul against the Hawks, and this one's going to be a 1-1. And again, it's on Jillian Lockhart. So going to the line for a 1-1 will be Mackenzie Dubert. Courtney Knote back in the ball game. Clopton yet to score from the field here in the second quarter. We played over 4 minutes. First shot, high arcing, goes in. It's a 1-point game. Earns the second with a chance to tie. 14-13 Hawks. And the second shot is up and good. We're tied at 2 touchdowns. 3:47 to play here in the first half. From Moberly Area Community College, Van Far back in the semifinals, and a travel called against Kaylin Lockhart. They beat Cairo to make it back to Springfield. Clopton trying to do the same thing, beat Cairo, make it back to the Final Four for the first time in a couple of years. Lob pass and almost taken away, knocked out from behind by Kerrigan Lockhart. Beat Cairo ball again with the score tied. They lob it in to Ryan. Ryan across the line. Hit every letter of the MACC at center court. Knote gets it to Kester. Her shot off the glass, and that's the first lead of the night for Cairo. 16-14.
And a standing ovation for that. Akers over to the far side for Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz back up top, Jillian Lockard. Lockard goes all the way to the hoop. No, but a foul will send Jill to the line for the first time in this ball game. Foul goes against Kester, her first, and the team's third. Clopton as a team, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and that one's no good. Clopton can't tie it up on this trip to the line. Kester checks out. We get into the ball game now. That's Quincy. Marge Garrett going to check in. Mary Margaret Garrett, with 2:59 to go, replaces Kaylin Lockard. Jillian at the line for one more. To make it a 1-point game, she hits it. Clopton trails by 1. Akers, step for step with Keegan Ryan as she crosses the line. To the near side for number 24. That's Mackenzie Dubert. Dubert to the hoop. No. Good defense that time by Kerrigan and Marge Garrett. They hand off to Jill. Now to Caitlin Kuntz. Has Clopton a chance to take the lead. Lob pass for Jill. Turnaround shot. That one rolls off. No good. The rebound picked up by Bartolacci. And almost taken back. KK didn't know where it was. It went right over her head. Here's Ryan to the near side for Dubert. Dubert looking for some sort of path to the basket. Goes to the far side now for number 32, Riley Eberhardt. Eberhardt hands it back to Keegan Ryan. Ryan. Dribble far side, gives it up. Center of the lane, it's taken away by Kerrigan Lockard. They're letting him play down there. It's been even both ways. Here's Taylor Akers. Hawks down a point with 1.5 minutes to play in the first half of this ball game. They led by 2 after 1. Trail here by a point. KK to the far side, Taylor Akers. Stepped in like she wanted the 3, instead gave it back to KK. Kuntz to Akers. She'll try the 3 this time. That's long. And the rebound picked up by Dubert, and she just stepped through everybody and takes it the other way. Shot off the glass, good, and a foul, and that's the 3rd on KK. Quincy Wiegand with 2, and a chance to make it a 3-point play from the line. And that's their biggest lead of the night, 3 points. KK will have to check out. Eight fouls against the Hawks, and 3 of them are against Caitlin Kuntz. And the shot is no good. Jillian Locker, the rebound. Clopton's going to need somebody to step up. They trail by 3 here with 1 minute to go in the first half. Akers to Harrelson. Megan. Back to Taylor. Akers. Takes it to the far point, almost lost control. Give it back to Harrelson. 41 seconds to go. Here's Jillian Lockard. Jill pulls back. Long 2 for Akers is no good. Kerrigan gets the rebound. Her putback's no good. Marge Garrett, no. And a tie-up called, and it's going to be Cairo ball with 23.8 seconds to go. Up the floor with it, the Bearcats with 18 on the clock. Barring a steal and score. Cairo going to have the lead after the first 2 quarters. Back up top, and a foul on Bartolacci. That's the 4th, and her first. 4th against Cairo. First against Bartolacci, and back in the ball game, Kaylin Lockard replacing Marge Garrett. 6 seconds. Harrelson gonna have to hurry. They get it down. Kerrigan off the glass and good at the buzzer, and it's a 1-point game after 2. Kerrigan Lockard beats the buzzer to make it 18-17 at the half. Clopton trailing Cairo after 2, and it's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on thepeoplestribune.com.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
2 quarters in the books here in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal, and Cairo edged out Clopton 18-17 after Clopton led by 2 after 1. The big difference in the second quarter, the only shot that went down from the field for the Hawks in that second quarter was the buzzer beater from Kerrigan Lockard. Those were her first 2 points of the ballgame. The other 4 points on free throws, and they were 4 of 6 shooting free throws. The Hawks were in that second quarter. So you got a reversal. It looked like Clopton was kind of setting up their game in the first. Cairo made a little run there toward the end of that quarter, got it to within 2. And then they equal their output from the first quarter with 9 in the second quarter to take what was a 3-point lead in the final seconds before Kerrigan Lockard put that one in to make it look a little better at 18-17 as we head to the second half of action. So Clopton need to get back to what they do. And the problem with that is Caitlin Kuntz has already been whistled for 3 fouls in this ballgame. We'll see if maybe she sits out the first few minutes of the second half, the third quarter, or if Clopton comes right back with her with Coach Dreed, who was about as vocal as I've heard her at any time this season. They're late in the second quarter. So don't think she's quite happy with the first half performance and all the fouls that were whistled against the Hawks, but they're actually letting them play a little bit, especially in the paint. It's those fouls on the Clopton press that have been frustrating for Coach Dreed and Clopton so far. That's where they picked up quite a few of them. So we'll take a break, come back with your first half scoring after this. It's the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on thepeoplestribune.com.
Whether you're ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Lynn's Heritage House is the only locally owned and operated long-term care facility in Pike County, offering a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms, low resident-to-staff ratio, and is Medicare accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable, assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school sports action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main Main in Vandalia.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
Van Far earlier defeated Northeast Cairo 62-43 to advance into the semifinals in Class 2 basketball. Return trip, the defending state champions going back to Springfield for the Final Four in the Show Me Showdown. They'll be taking on Oran, 29-1 on the season in the semifinal, coming up on Friday at 11 a.m. from JQH Arena in Springfield. Oran defeated Portageville, another Southeast Missouri school, 49-46. Portageville was 22-6 prior to the loss to Oran here this morning. The other semifinal will be Greenwood and Plattsburgh. Greenwood defeated Marionville today 57-52, and it was Plattsburgh over Skyline 49-47. So they'll play the 12:50 game right after Van Far takes on Oran at 11 o'clock on Friday morning from Springfield. See if we've got any ladies' scores. Not yet. As far as actually, Hartville defeated Miller 40-26. And they'll take on either Skyline or Mid Buchanan in the late game. I think that's the final game of the night on Friday at JQH. If Clopton wins, they'll be playing at 6:20 p.m. So we'll have a long break between TribCast games on Friday if Clopton gets there. 6:20 p.m. against either Thayer or Oran. Again, Oran 22-6, Thayer 27-3. They're playing right now in their quarterfinal game. So that's what's coming up. We'll take a quick break, come back with scoring. Actually, we'll give you the scoring right now from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Ascron DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Clopton trails 18-17. 2 points for Taylor Akers, just 1 for Caitlin Coons. 2 points for Marge Garrett. 2 points for Kerrigan Lockard. 4 points for Kaylin Lockard. And 6 for Jillian Lockard. She had a 3 and a 2 in the first quarter, just 1 of 2 shooting free throws in the second quarter. And for Cairo, they've got 2 points from Keegan Ryan, 2 points for Quincy Wiegand off the bench, 3 points for Tegan Bernalacci, and 4 points for Kayla Kester, 7 points for Mackenzie Dubert. She had a 2 and a 3 in the first quarter and 2 from the free throw line in the second quarter, as they're 4 for 5 shooting free throws in this ball game. Cairo is. And Clopton is 4 for 6 through the first 2 quarters. A lot more fouls for Clopton. They committed 8 in the first half against 4 for Cairo. So every time, 3 out of the 4 times that Cairo committed a foul, Clopton went to the line in the first half. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Ascron DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Our Lacrosse Lumber Company's second half start is still to come. This has been the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime here on the peoplestribune.com.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bowling Green, they are focused on one thing and one thing only: providing their customers with the products and services they need to produce the best yield possible. Nutrien Ag Solutions offers Dynagrow and other brands of seed, ag chemicals, bulk and package, custom blend fertilizer, custom application, anhydrous, as well as expert advice and service. Nutrien Ag Solutions, 16083 Business Highway 61 North. Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Good luck to the Van Far Indians and Lady Indians in this week's tournament games. The Van Far Boosters support our hard-working athletes and encourage everyone to visit with any Booster Club member to see how you could become a member yourself. Van Far High School athletes are enjoying an unbelievable run of success, and the Van Far Boosters have been there every step of the way. See you at the tournament. Best wishes to the Indians and Lady Indians from your Van Far Indians Booster Club.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Second half start just about to come. The other games we were looking at, other EMO teams, both lost today, as South Callaway lost 73-31 to Stratford. So Stratford 31-0 heading into the Final Four. And it was Wellsville falling to Lynn County 55-49. So a good showing there. Community R6, their game is still going on. The former EMO rival As we're into the second half, our second half start brought to you by LaCrosse Lumber Company. LaCrosse Lumber Company has everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. LaCrosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. That shot's no good, and we're going the other way. And a three right off the bat, no. Shot gathered in. The rebound is by KK ahead for Taylor Akers. She steadies herself and then double dribbled. Ugh. Just a little mental error there. Happens when there's no one around you sometimes. Happens to me all the time. Dubert takes it across the line. I got ahead of myself. Dubert all the way to the hoop and is blocked by Kaylin Lockard. To Kerrigan, now to Jillian, now to KK. Across the line. She's looking to get her game going here in the third quarter. Just 1 point and hasn't really been close on the three tonight. Here's Kerrigan Lockard from the free throw line to Kaylin. Kaylin Lockard gets it back, Taylor Akers. Back to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz to the far side. Now for Jill. Jill's going to try the three from the corner. A little long on that one, and the rebound pulled down by Keegan Ryan for the Lady Cats. And she throws it away. Again, all you see is daylight. Sometimes you get excited. Ball went into the third row. And back to Clopton. 18-17 they trail. Neither team is scoring here in the opening minute and 14 seconds of the second half. KK across the line. To Jill, now to Kaylin Lockard. Kaylin off the glass too hard. And the rebound again pulled down by Keegan Ryan. She's on the run. Gets it near corner. Bartolacci gives it off to Courtney Canote. Canote finds the second streaker, Mackenzie Dubert. Dubert, pardon my camera work. Back to number 10, Canote. Now far side. Dubert to the free throw line for Kester. Kester and a blocking foul. Foul's on the floor. And it's against Jillian Lockard, her third. Team's first here in the second half. Pass tipped and stolen by Kaylin Lockard. Her defense is keeping the Hawks in this game. KK too hard off the glass and on the rebound. Jill's going to pick up foul number 4. Oh, no. Second team foul against the Hawks, and she'll have to come out. .550 to play here in the third quarter. And two of your starters for Clopton are in foul trouble. Jillian Lockard, 4 fouls. Picked up back-to-back fouls here to open the second half. Here's Bartolacci. To Dubert, and a travel called against Mackenzie Dubert. What does Coach Street, Coach Alejandro have up their sleeve to pull this one out? Neither team is scoring here. That's the best part. Best news of the second half so far. Harrelson to the near side for Akers. Taylor Akers to Kaylin Lockard. Bartolacci all over her. Back to Akers. Got a Harrelson on the far point. Instead, she goes back to KK for 3. Looks good. It's good. Get her going. Clopton ahead. First time they've had the lead in a little while. Comes with 4:47 to go. Here's Akers all over Keegan Ryan. Goes to the near side for Mackenzie Dubert. Back up top for Kester. Now for Bartolacci. Bartolacci gets it back to Ryan. Ryan to the far side. Dubert. Couple of head and shoulders fakes. KK wasn't falling for it. Down to 4:20 to play in the third.
Ball off the knee. Ooh, off the knee, but they said Clopton had the last touch. That clearly went off Dubert's knee out of bounds. She was wanting a foul. That wasn't the right call either. Bartolacci goes around Kerrigan Lockhart, and Kerrigan, oh, they're going to call it on Bartolacci. She wrapped that arm around Kerrigan. Offensive foul, first foul of the half against the Bearcats. Here's Harrelson, brings it up the floor to the far side for KK. Now for Taylor Akers. Akers near side Megan Harrelson. Trying to get open for a shot, and that one is blocked and taken away. Here comes Keegan Ryan. Little stutter step. Couldn't get past Taylor Akers. Gets to Kester. Kester drops it back. Floater, no, and a foul going to be whistled on Kaylin Lockhart. That's her second, team's third. And Coach Tree doesn't like it. 3:44 to go. And Dubert can tie it from the line. She's 2 for 2 tonight, 7 points. And the cheeseburger throws the shot off. Came from the student section. One more shot for Dubert. And the hot dog doesn't do the job. 8 points, and it's a 1-point game. So Dubert makes 1 of 2. And a timeout taken by the Hawks with 3:39 to play in the third quarter. Clopton leads Cairo 20-19 here in the second half on TribCast.
TribCast coverage of the MSHSAA Class II quarterfinals on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Gentle Healthy Smiles in Mexico and Vandalia, Magruder Limestone Company, Vandalia Florist, by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Perkins Electrical and Plumbing Supply, Barnett's Landscaping in Vandalia, Meyer Implement Company, and by Rawls County Mutual Insurance. More quarterfinal basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
Steal on the inbound after a timeout. That drives coaches crazy. And then a foul after that on Harrelson. Turnaround shot. That one's good. Keegan Ryan has 4 points. And it's Cairo back ahead by 1. 3:17 to play here in the third quarter. They get it back out. Here's Harrelson for 3. No good. Rebound. Kaylin Lockhart, nope, off the front iron, and Ryan grabs it back for Cairo. Over to the far side. Here's a 3. That's long, and the rebound picked up by KK. She'll take it out the far side. Trying to go coast to coast to the hoop. Hits the side of the backboard. And here come the Lady Cats. Bartolacci almost over and back. Here's Ryan. That's good. Keegan Ryan starting to heat up. She's got 6. And it's a 3-point lead for Cairo. I think that ties their largest lead of the night. Harrelson to the near side. That is Harrelson. Reverses. Gives it back to KK. Long 3. That's good. Caitlin Kuntz ties the game at 20. Long pass ahead. Tipped and taken. What a play. A tip and a save. And here's Akers back the other way for the Hawks. That could be a game chaser. KK. No. Kerrigan had the rebound knocked away from her by Kester. Bartolacci went down. She's okay.
Ryan gets it to Bartolacci on the near point. She's in trouble, hands it off. Behind the coach, that's Mackenzie Dubert. Dubert going to take the three. That one's good. Ooh. How did that open up? She's got 11 points. Minute 27 to go in the third quarter. Clopton and Cairo locked up in a battle here. To the near side for Kuntz. Back up top for Harrelson. Has Akers on the far side. Taylor Akers, free throw line. That's no good, but a foul will send Kaylin Lockard to the line to shoot a pair. She's got 4 points tonight. Cano picks up the personal. Just the second foul against the Lady Cats. Marge Garrett getting ready to come back in. Kaylin Lockard at the line. And the first one makes it a 2-point game. 26-24 as Marge replaces Kerrigan Lockard. Kaylin at the line to make it a 1-point game. She hits them both. She's got 6 points, 4 of 4 shooting free throws. Almost a steal by Harrelson. That just snuck over her fingertips. And out of bounds on the far side. Whew. As Eberhard couldn't get control. So Clopton a chance to take the lead. 1:05 left. They had a 2-point lead after one. They trailed by a point at the half. Here's KK. Back up to Taylor Akers. She has trouble with it. Gets it back under control. Over to Harrelson on the far side. Harrelson to Kaylin Lockard. She bounces out. That shot no good. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Cats. .4 seconds to go. They didn't get their sub in. Here's Akers. Over to the far side for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson has KK behind her. Tries to force one into Marge Garrett. It's taken away by Bartolacci. Ahead for Dubert. Mackenzie Dubert over to the far side, or the top of the key for Eberhardt. Now for Mackenzie Dubert again on the far point. Runs into a double team, forces one up, got her own rebound, is blocked down. Almost stole her down to 6 seconds. Here's Harrelson. Got to throw it. Here's, didn't get the shot off. Wasn't good anyway. KK tried to get open for a shot there, and Clopton will go to the fourth, trailing 26-25. Low scoring game. But I think things looking up here for Clopton as KK starting to get going. Picks up 6 points in the quarter on TribCast.
This postseason has been full of big-time thrills, and the Vandalia Dairy Queen hopes that there are more in store. Stop into Dairy Queen and try the new fish sandwich. Delicious. And the Dairy Queen shrimp baskets are back too. Breakfast is served daily until 10 a.m. Everyone at Vandalia Dairy Queen Grill and Chill is rooting for the Indians in state play. Good luck and best wishes. Dairy Queen in Vandalia, 810 West Highway 54. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Start of the fourth quarter, it'll be Lady Cat ball. Checking the scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asgrow DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Both teams score 8 points in the third quarter. A couple of threes from Caitlin Kuntz. Ball stolen. And the Hawks will have it to start the fourth. Chance to take the lead here. Here's the three. Akers. Good. Taylor Akers from the corner. She's got 5 points. Here's KK with 7. 2 points, Marge Garrett. 6 points for Jillian Lockard. 2 for Kerrigan Lockard, and that shot's good. Dubert ties it at 28. Dubert has 13 points. She's the game's leading scorer. Here's Taylor Akers again. That's a 2. Business picking up. Back the other way. Shot no good, but a foul. Whistled on Kaylin Locker. That's the 5th foul. Her 3rd. All right. So Akers now with 7.7 for Kuntz. So they're your top 2 scorers on the Clopton side. 13 points for Dubert, 6 for Keegan Ryan, 4 points for Kayla Kester, 3 points for Tegan Bartolacci, and 2 points for Quincy Wiegand. There's all your scoring, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Cat Feeds, Hasker on DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. 14 points now for Dubert. And this one to tie. Hit it. All knotted at 30. And Clopton outscoring Cairo 5-4 in the quarter so far. We've played 53 seconds in the 4th quarter. Vanfar is in. They'll play Friday morning in Springfield, 11 a.m. Kaylin Lockard, no. Got her own rebound, and it's out of bounds, and they're going to say it did not touch the hands that it touched of Kayla Kester. And he backed that call up, saying, and now he's going to talk to Coach Streed about it. He's adamant. That's almost stolen on the far side, rolls out of bounds, and it is Clopton ball. Makeup call. As they say, it went off for Riley Eberhardt. Back in with 4 fouls, Jillian Lockard. Canote comes in, replacing Eberhardt. Harrelson checks out for Clopton. We're tied at 30. We played a minute and a half here in the 4th. Akers gets it, and a travel called against Kaylin Lockard as the ball got stuck to her hip. She tried to make that move to the hoop. Across the line is Dubert, trying to go coast to coast, and it's taken away by Kerrigan Lockard, and a nice job, and a timeout taken by the Hawks with 6:18 to play. We're tied at 30 here in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal from Moberly Area Community College on TribCast.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Clopton ball after the timeout. Game tied at 30, a minute 42 gone in the 4th quarter. So Vanfar will play Oran. And here comes KK. Long pass for Jillian Lockard. Lockard going to drive, kick it back out. Here's Taylor Akers for 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound picked up by Kester. She throws it away, and it's going back to the Hawks with 6:02 to go in a tie game. Akers to inbound. Second chance on this possession. Gets it to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz drives short. And again, Kester the rebound. And gets this one over to Keegan Ryan. Ryan across the line, trying to put Cairo up on this possession. Canote to the near side. Back for Ryan, now to Kester. Back out top for Canute. A three off the mark, and the rebound tipped by Kerrigan Lockhart over to Caitlin Kuntz. 2-on-2, and Jill had to save that from going out of bounds. Here's Taylor Akers for three. No. Rebound, tip, ping pong, out of bounds. Going to stay with the Hawks. 5:21 to play in regulation. This one might come down to the last shot. Love to see the Hawks put together a run here. Kuntz. To the near side for Kaylin Lockhart. Back to Caitlin Kuntz, now for Taylor Akers. Akers back to KK. She's going to try the long three. Short. And the rebound pulled down again by number 24, Mackenzie Dubert. Dubert takes it herself across the line, working against Taylor Akers. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Over to the far side for Keegan. Now she dribbles back near side. Back to the left for Dubert. And she backs up. 4:40 remaining. Here's Kester. Kester thought about driving. Saw Kaylin Lockhart there. Instead goes to Bartolacci, who puts it in. She's got 5 points off the bench. And puts Cairo up by 2. 3 minutes, 40 seconds gone here in the fourth. Here's Jill to the near side for Taylor Akers. Akers back to Caitlin Kuntz. Near side, Kerrigan Lockhart. Kerrigan is blocked from the basket by Tegan Bartolacci. That's her third, team's third. .409 to play in the final quarter of regulation. Turnaround shot. Lockhart blocked. Gets it back to Jillian. Now to Taylor Akers. Akers to the near side for Jill. Jill gets it to Kerrigan. Across to Kaylin Lockhart. Off the glass. No! Oh, man. Clopton just can't find the touch right now. 3:50 to play in the fourth. Bad rim luck there. To the near side. Shot, no good, but a foul. Going to be whistled on Kaylin Lockhart. That's her fourth. So both Kaylin and Jillian have 4 fouls. That's the 6th against the Hawks. So you don't want to go to overtime. You want to win it in regulation if you're the Hawks. To the line goes Mackenzie Dubert. She's only missed once. Hits that one. That was thanks to the hamburger. Kaylin Lockhart checks out. Marge Garrett back in. One more at the line for Mackenzie Dubert. And that makes it well, she missed the second one without a hot dog or a hamburger. To the near side, Lockhart. That's Jillian. Back up top for KK. Caitlin Kuntz to the far side, Taylor Akers. Gets it to Kerrigan. That shot no good. No fouls either. And Bartolacci picks up the loose ball. They lead by 3. And have the ball with 3:15 to play in regulation. Hawks need something good to happen here. Spin, kick it back. Bartolacci for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound. Kester got it. Was she fouled? Or did she foul somebody to get that open? Someone fouled her. And it's Kerrigan Lockhart. That's her second. Team 7th and a 1-on-1 coming for Kayla Kester. She's got 4 points tonight. Kaylin Lockhart coming back in. Placing Marge Garrett. 3:03 to play. 33-30. Chance to make it a 2-possession game from the line, and Kester does. Earns the second. The lead is 4. Second shot, no good, but they get the rebound. Oh, no. Dubert got it back, but traveling called on Bartolacci. And a timeout taken by the Bearcats with 2:59 to play. 34-30, Clopton trails here in the fourth on TribCast.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors. The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
2:54 remaining. We played 5 minutes here in the fourth. Clopton trails by 3 or 4, make it 2 now. Jillian Lockhart. She's got 8 points. And a travel called against Bartolacci at center court, and she can't believe she did it. The call's right. She knew it was right. She can't believe she did it. 2 straight traveling calls, and the Hawks, I keep forcing them to give it to Bartolacci. Here's Jillian Lockhart. No. Bartolacci the rebound. Bounce pass back to Bartolacci. And she hands it off to Keegan Ryan. Ryan holds. 2:22 to go in regulation, 2-point game. Here's Kester. KK out to the fun. That's not Kester. That was Dubert. And they come all the way back out to Canote. Back to Dubert again. Dubert to the near side for Canote. Bounce pass and the steal. Good defense to the hoop. No. Jillian got the rebound. No, but a foul on Canote. That's her second. Team's fourth, and 2 shots coming for Jillian Lockhart with a chance to tie the game. She's got 8 points tonight. Minute 46 to play. And the shot for Jill is good. 1-point game. 9 points for Jillian Lockhart and a timeout taken by Cairo. 1:46 to play. Lady Cats lead Clopton 34-33 on TribCast.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
TribCast coverage of the MSHSAA Class II quarterfinals is brought to you in part by County Market of Vandalia, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Spare Time Bowl and Grill, Airco Travel Centers, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Ingram Plumbing, Central Bank of Audrain County, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and by PJ's Salon. More basketball is coming up, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast. Jillian Lockhart at the line to try and tie this game. She has one more shot, made the first. She has 9 points tonight. Minute 46 to play, and we're tied. 34 all. They get it into Canote. Almost a steal. Nice grab there by Coach Streed. .142 on the clock. Riley Everhart back in. Trying to find somebody to get it into. They do. all sorts of trouble, but they do break the full court pressure and get across the time stripe. Minute 30 left in this game, tied at 34. With it is Eberhardt at the point to the near side for Keegan Ryan. Tried to force it into the middle to Kester. She ended up with it. And here's Ryan again. Minute 15 to play in regulation. And away from the ball, what do we have? A foul, and that's it for Jillian Lockard. Wow. 1-1, and Jill is out of the game. Long conversation. The two officials talking about it, while the other talks to Coach Streed. Harrelson will come in regardless. Jillian Lockard's day is done. She's fouled out with a minute 10 to go in regulation, and Megan Harrelson going to have to step up here. Dubert missed her last free throw, but she is hit 6 from that spot. Front half of a 1-1, and she misses. Kerrigan high for the rebound, and the Hawks have a chance to take the lead with a minute 5 to go. Do you try and kill here and play for the last shot? Here's Harrelson. 58. Back to KK. You don't want to go to overtime. You want to win it in regulation. You've already lost Jill. And you have Kaylin Lockard with 4 fouls. So you want to win it in regulation. It's a tie game down to 38 seconds. Here's KK at the top of the key. She'll back up. Down to 30 seconds. To the near side, Megan Harrelson. Taylor Akers with it. Harrelson's on the far side. Here's KK. 22 seconds. Hawks looking for that last shot. Harrelson. Back to KK near the line. Down to 12 on the clock. To the near side. Taylor Akers, and a timeout taken by Clopton. 10 seconds even. Tied at 34. The end of regulation coming up here from the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
10 seconds left in regulation time here from the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal. Van Far is in. They'll play Friday morning at 11 against Doran. Will the Hawks get there? We're tied at 34. They have the ball following the timeout. Clopton. Caitlin Kuntz to inbound. They get it in to Kaylin Lockard. Over to Akers on the far side. Here's a three. No. And we're going to go to overtime. Maybe a timeout taken by Cairo. Knotted at 34. 3.1 seconds to go in regulation. It looks like we're going to go to overtime here from Moberly. Take a quick break. Come back with more on TribCast.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local La Crosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Jillian Lockard still the leading scorer, even though she's fouled out of this ball game. She has 10 points for the Hawks. Clopton scores 9 in the quarter to tie it. But they'll need a steal and a score here in the final 3.1 to win it in regulation. Here we go. Inbound will be on the far side. They'll switch off. And another timeout taken after Clopton shows what they were going to do defensively. Cairo takes a timeout. Tied at 34 here in the fourth on TribCast.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Go ahead and do the scoring right now. Brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. For Clopton, 7 points for Taylor Akers, 7 points for Caitlin Kuntz, 2 points for Marge Garrett, 10 for Jillian Lockard. She fouled out. 2 points for Kerrigan Lockard, 6 points for Kaylin Lockard. For Cairo, 2 points for Quincy Wiegand, 5 for Tegan Bartolacci, 16 points for Mackenzie Dubert, 6 for McKeegan Ryan, and 5 points for Kayla Kester. So their leading scorer with 16 is Dubert. Hawks' leading scorer with 10 is Jillian Lockard, but she won't add to that. Where are you going to go? Long pass. They get it in. Almost a travel. And that's it. We're going to overtime here from the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinals on TribCast. Back with OT after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Sending the Vanpar Indians best wishes for a successful postseason during their quest for back-to-back state championships from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. Give Jay a call at 573-473-0788 for all your seed needs this spring. That number again is 573-473-0788. Good luck, Indians, from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. We are Vanpar.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Start of overtime brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. And I'm assuming we'll do it the same way. Kerrigan Lockard and Kayla Kester shake hands. Both teams set. Overtime to see who goes to the Final Four and the Show Me Showdown in Springfield next weekend. Ball pushed ahead and knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Clopton ball, I think. Yeah, good hustle by KK. And the Bearcat fans don't like that. Oh, they will say it's a Bearcat ball. He must have said off of white. Ball tipped in the air and taken by Caitlin Kuntz. Back to Megan Harrelson, and Bartolacci got into her, got a lot of her. Here's KK off the mark for 3. Rebound tipped up in the air and taken by the Bearcats. Lady Cats get away. Keegan Ryan trying to put Cairo ahead here early in overtime. 30 seconds gone in the 4-minute extra session. They go to the hoop and can't get it to hold on the rim. Kerrigan Lockard with the rebound for the Hawks. 40 seconds gone in OT. Over to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz, senior, wants to go to the Final Four. Taylor Akers says, go over there. Here's KK to Kerrigan Lockard from the free throw line. Her shot short, and the rebound pulled down by Cairo. Mackenzie Dubert ahead to Bartolacci. She stops, pops, shot no good. Rebound to the far side, picked up by the Bearcats, and fouled is Keegan Ryan. She'll head to the line with 6 points so far. And that is the 5th on Kaylin Lockard. So Marge Garrett will have to come in to replace Kaylin Lockard, who gets a long hug from Jill. So we're down to 1 Lockard with 2:49 to go in overtime. 19 fouls, so it'll be a 1-and-1 here for Keegan Ryan. Or no, they said she was shooting, so it will be a 2-shot foul. Tied at 34 here in OT, and the first one is no good. We're still tied. 2 Lady Cats in the backcourt. And one more for Keegan Ryan. And that puts Cairo ahead by 1. 7 points for her tonight. 2:45 left in regulation. Here's Caitlin Kuntz. To Taylor Akers in the far corner. She dribbles inside, gives it back to Megan Harrelson. Harrelson on the dribble to the high post. That shot is in and out, no good. Oh, that rim has just been bad luck, and now it's knocked out of bounds by Kerrigan Lockard. She rejected the Kayla Kester pass. So Dubert will have to inbound with Megan Harrelson in her face. Lob, tip, stolen by Harrelson. How about that? Pass across. Here's KK, she'll pull back. Good decision, she would have been stuffed. As Harrelson on the far side, down a point. To the near side, off of Akers' hands, out of bounds, just too tall for her on the cross-court pass. They call out Kansas City. I think he just got, hey, he has a map over there or something. Almost stolen again. Dubert escapes Ryan to the near side. That shot from the baseline is no good. Rebound pulled down by Kester. 2:02 to go, and a steal by Harrelson. Just threw it right to her. No. The shot is good, and a foul. I didn't know if they were going to let the continuation go or not. It's on Canote, her third. Clopton ahead by a point. Steal and score. First points of the ball game for Megan Harrelson. And they put Clopton ahead by 2. How about that? 3 points here in OT for Megan Harrelson, the 5'3" sophomore. KK falls to the floor. That shot no good. Rebound picked up by Caitlin Kuntz. She dribbles through traffic to the far side. Minute 40 on the clock. Clopton ahead by 2 here in OT, with 2 of their starters already fouled out. The Hawks going to work on killing this final minute 30 of overtime. Here's KK. And she's fouled. That's the 6th team foul. And that's Keegan Ryan's first. Akers needs to inbound. Need a clean one here. Official comes in from the far side, shouts out a couple of instructions. Going to the backcourt. Bounce pass into the backcourt for Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz spins, gets across the line on Bartolacci. Minute 15 to go. In overtime, Clopton up by 2. Here's Taylor Akers, and she's fouled by Bartolacci. That's her 4th. Team 7th, and a 1-on-1 coming for Taylor Akers. Huge free throw here. Huge free throw as Moberly Area Community College's basketball team getting ready for their road trip. She missed the first. Bartolacci the rebound. And we're down to 1:07 to go in overtime. Overtime number 1. 37-35, Clopton leads. Huge three-point play for Megan Harrelson, almost a steal. Kester gets it back to Dubert. Dubert on the near side, gonna drive to the net. She puts it up, no good, but a foul will send Mackenzie Dubert to the line. It's on Marge Garrett. And a 2-shot foul coming for Dubert. She needs them both to tie it with 46.5 seconds to go. Been pretty good, 16 points tonight. Leads all scorers, and that one rattles down to make it a 1-point game. (37-36), Clopton leads here in overtime number 1. We have a second. Winner goes on to the Show Me Showdown semifinals Friday evening. There's the cheeseburger, and the shot's no good. The rebound, Kerrigan Lockard picks it up to KK, and she's fouled. And that's it, or that's the fourth for Courtney Canote. And another huge 1-and-1 coming up. This time it's KK going to the line. Caitlin Kuntz, 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. She needs the front half here. The first one is good. Restores the 2-point lead. Can she make it a 3-point lead? 38-36, 43.5 seconds to go. In the first overtime, she did hit them both. Still a one-possession game, but now they need the 3 to tie. Something they haven't hit many of tonight. To the baseline. That shot back to Canoit. Here's a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, Harrelson. She's immediately fouled, and that's it for Canote. 19 foul in the 5th on Courtney Canote. She's fouled out of this ball game. Back to the line is Megan Harrelson. She had a big 3-point play, a steal in a tie game, a basket, and a free throw. One and ones for Harrelson. 1-and-1s. The first one is good. Earns the second, and now it's a 2-possession game. 40-36, 27.8 seconds to go in overtime. The second one, good. Cheeseburgers can't fix that. 41-36. Hawks with the lead. To the basket, let her have it. No. And a foul on Marge, that's her second. 19 seconds to go. 41-36. And to the line, Riley Eberhardt with a 2-shot opportunity. And she misses the first. 41-36. Again, Jillian and Kaylin Lockard both fouled out early. That shot, no good. Rebound knocked her out of bounds, and it's going to stay or go to Clopton. Go to Clopton. Whew, that's huge. 17.2 seconds to go. The Hawks to inbound. Kerrigan Lockard. And a foul will send Caitlin Kuntz to the line. The foul is the 10th, so it's a 2-shot opportunity. Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame is coming up. KK can't hit the first. Second one, good. 42-36. 10-point night for Caitlin Kuntz. Down to 10 seconds. They go to the hoop. Lay it up. No. Kerrigan Locker to rebound. Pass ahead to KK. And she'll pull back. No, she'll put it up. No good. Marge Garrett fouled. That's it. That's it. The game's over. Clopton going back to the final floor. In overtime. 42-36 is our final. Oh, my goodness. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame for you after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing. TribCast coverage of the MSHSAA Class II quarterfinals on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Family Drug in Louisiana, Penrod Real Estate, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, County Market in Louisiana, American Family Insurance Agent Rusty Strother in Vandalia, by Calvin's Restaurant in Eolia, Martin General Contractors of Eolia, Kuda's Auto Repair, and Denise Leverett of RP Land Company. More quarterfinal basketball is coming up. This is TribCast. It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Well, the sign says it all. State-bound are the Clopton Hawks joining Van Far in the state semifinals coming up on Friday. Van Far will play early. They'll play at 11. Clopton will play at 6:40 on Friday evening, the second to last game of the night after Van Far plays the first game of the morning from JQH Arena in Springfield. Lots of hugs, lots of celebration coming for Clopton here after they win 42-36 over the Cairo Lady Bearcats, and a very emotional Coach Devin Streed getting a hug from a guy that knows all about championships. He's won 2 state titles as a coach, Dean Streed. Let's get our final scoring numbers from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asco and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For the Hawks, 7 points for Taylor Akers, 5 points for Megan Harrelson, 10 for Caitlin Kuntz, 2 points for Marge Garrett, 10 points for Jillian Lockard, 2 points for Kerrigan Lockard, and 6 points for Kaylin Lockard in the victory. 17 for Mackenzie Dubert. She's their leading scorer. 2 points for Quincy Wiegand, 5 points for Tegan Bartolacci, 7-point night for Keegan Ryan, and 5.9 for Kayla Kester. Only 2 points scored in overtime by the Lady Cats, and those were both on free throws by Dubert and Keegan Ryan. So there's your final scoring, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asco and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. And we're trying to get Coach Devin Streed up here. A lot of hugs on the way to the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth, and we'll give her a couple of minutes. We'll take a quick break here on the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. More from Moberly after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
In a world at the mercy of every rise and fall of the thermometer, your local Bryant professional will stand and defend you, your family, your home, and your bank account from fluctuating temperatures and rising energy bills.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Oh, yeah. Let's start off the celebration here. I'll try and get my mic out of the way. Girls, boy, what did this one mean? I don't think you had your best game and still got into the state Final Four.
I think it meant everything, especially as seniors. It's our last year, and we've been dreaming of this since we were little kids. It's all we wanted.
You guys come out, and I don't care who answers. KK probably didn't have your best night shooting. Jill, Kaylin, you both foul out. I'm like, they've got to win it. They've got to win it in regulation, or I don't think it's going to happen. But that steal by Megan and the three-point play, how huge was that? Where's she at? She's in the back there. There's our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game right there. That was the play of the game for sure. What do you see on that to jump that pass and take it to the hoop?
Wait, what?
On that play, what exactly happened? What did you see?
I just saw her kind of staring at it, and they kept passing it there, so I intercepted it and made that in one.
That's the turning point. That's the turning point right there. Unbelievable finish. To not play your best game and still beat a team the caliber of Cairo, that takes a team effort, and I don't think I've seen a team win from you guys quite that spectacular. That was awesome tonight, ladies. Congratulations. We'll see you Friday evening, and boy, we're going to have a long time between games. Band Far in the morning, you guys in the evening. Well, how about we meet for lunch? How about that? All right. That's Clopton, the Clopton Hawks here, a winner in overtime, 42-36. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
That is a very happy group of young ladies here up on the stage at Moberly, and let's see if we can get Coach Devin Streed up here. She's kind of been blocked. There's a lot of players there, a lot of happy players. Leaving us here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix broadcast booth, or Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. And let's see, where's Coach at? Is she going to come on down? She's down at the bottom of the stairs right now. I don't think we're going to get Coach Street up here in the next couple of minutes, but I think the players said it all after a 42-36 victory here over Cairo. And you got to feel for Cairo to come in with two teams trying to make the Final Four and to go home empty-handed. Boy, two very talented clubs, and just come up on the short end here in Moberly to two EMO powers. I mean, just historic powers. Van Far looking for their third championship. Clopton looking to go back and make a statement for the first time in a few years, and it's just that Clopton tradition. You know, it goes back to Ed Lindsay and through Bobby Spoonster, who's here, Larry Lageman, and now a product of that system, Devin Streed, has now taken these Clopton Lady Hawks back to the Final Four. Unbelievable here. We'll take one more break, wrap things up. 42-36, our final in overtime. Clopton wins on TribCast.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service. And that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project. And remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
Whether you're ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Lynn's Heritage House is the only locally owned and operated long-term care facility in Pike County, offering a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms, low resident-to-staff ratio, and is Medicare accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable, assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school sports action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
So we will be back in Springfield for 2 games on Friday. We've got 2 teams, 2 of our TribCast teams in the Final Four, as Van Farm will take on Oran in the early game, 11 a.m. From JQH Arena in the state semifinal. And then Clopton will play at 6:40 p.m. Tonight, or on Friday, here from the Final Four in Springfield. And let's get Coach Devin Street up here. And Coach, that was a different kind of victory tonight. I said it to the girls. KK came out cold shooting. You get into foul trouble early. I thought, if you don't win it in regulation, you're not going to win it. And then somehow little Megan Harrelson steals the ball, gets a 3-point play, and drives you to victory.
That's right. All of those same things that you just said went through my mind too. But that just shows you how special this team is. I turned and looked at the bench, and I got Kaylin Lockard and Jillian sitting there, and I know they were really frustrated, and I was frustrated, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
No.
I told Jill when she hugged me at the end, your time is coming this weekend. You're going to step up big. But I'm really just so proud of the girls that had to step in, play some minutes. They haven't seen a lot of minutes lately. Megan Harrelson, she's done this before.
Yeah.
So I talked to Megan about flipping that switch and keeping it flipped on, but she's just one of those rawly talented kids, and that was really a huge moment. And then I just can't say enough of good things about Caitlin Kuntz, Taylor Akers, who just really stayed the course throughout the game and didn't fall off even if things weren't going so well.
Yeah, a couple of big threes there in the third quarter, and some huge free throws in overtime. It's just a special group.
It is. I can't be any more grateful for the type of kids. I try to talk to the few that I don't get to see a lot of minutes and tell them how important they are each and every day in practice. And I think it just goes back to parenting. We have great parents, and these kids aren't selfish, and they know it's for the greater good of the team, and they come in and they work really hard every single day, and I don't see a lot of complaints. So I'm just so grateful for that.
Well, congratulations, Coach. This is one that the team definitely deserved, coming together and beating a very good Cairo team. I feel horrible for Cairo coming in with 2 teams not making it out. But
hey, we faced that a couple years ago, I think, maybe 2016.
Yep.
We went to quarterfinals.
That was
and the
down in
boys were with
Farmington,
us.
wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it is unfortunate. You feel sad. I feel sad for every senior that plays their last game. I've been there, and it's heartbreaking and all that. But hopefully they know that there's more to life than just basketball, which is hard for us to understand at times, but basketball is not necessarily who they are. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you. Take a minute and thank you guys so much for your coverage. I know this means so much to our community and our kids. Just to be able to watch it back and see some of the things and hear some of the things that are being said about them. So we're just really, really grateful for you.
Well, there's some times where I may have wavered tonight. I
myself included. I
was on the edge. So if you watch back, don't be too hard on me.
I won't. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Coach, and we'll see you in Springfield next week. That's Coach Devin Street here in the post game, and we'll wrap things up. 42-36 is our final. Clopton going back to the Final Four. Van Far continues their quest for a repeat championship, and we'll see
our next TribCast on Friday starting at 10:40 a.m. before Van Far and Oran here on thepeoplestribune.com. Good afternoon, everybody.